right, hello. I am hopping on here to tell you guys that this week has been insanely busy, and I am, it's Thursday, and I am just now about to start Conqueror's Moon by Julian May, and I'm excited to start it. However, I read Mexican Gothic. I didn't think I was going to get to it this year, and I am sad because I did my top 20 of 2020. That one would have made the list. It was fantastic. It's everything I want in a Gothic novel. I'll go over it a little bit more in the wrap up, but I did read Mexican Gothic, and I started listening to the Night Angel trilogy again. It's a reread, so it's my way to try and avoid the books I'm wanting to get to because I'm saving them for the Pop Sugar Challenge for next year. And I'm hoping that I finish Conqueror's Moon sometime in the next few weeks, before January when I start my next TBR 10. And I've got Christmas coming up and all that stuff, and I will have a haul for you guys. I will show you guys what I got for Christmas because I did get some books from my Shelf Space Discord people, and I am sure I'll probably get books for Christmas. I almost always do. But today I am starting the Conqueror's Moon, so I will have an update for you. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm also reading my way through the Night Angel trilogy and finish Mexican Gothic. Bye. Alrighty, and here we are to discuss my TBR 10. Guys, it's down to the wire. And I have read 2 chapters of The Conqueror's Moon. So did I complete my TBR 10 for the month of December? I did not. However, I'm going to continue with this book because I am enjoying it. And I will continue to add this to the vlog for next month, because I do plan on finishing it. I just had such a rough go with the TBR 10 in the month of January that I was completely over it by the time I got to Conqueror's Moon. And so by the time that I got to Conqueror's Moon, I was kind of done. So let's do a little bit of an overview since this will be the last vlog of the month for the TBR 10. I read After Alice, and I ended up giving that a higher rating than Goodreads did. I did enjoy it. There were things I didn't like about it. Gregory Maguire's writing is a little pretentious, and it was annoying at times. Mostly when he got to writing about Victorian life and things of that nature. Writing the Mad Hatter, he was the perfect person for that. Just like Johnny Depp acting was the perfect person for it. I just had moments where I loved it and moments where I hated it, and then going back and looking at it as a whole, I liked it. It was good. I kept it. It's on my shelves. The next lowest rated book on my TBR was Dracula the Undead, and I loved it. Loved it. It is weird. It is phenomenal. It blew my mind in so many ways. And I think this was one of my favorite reads of the year. Could have made my top 20 of 2020. Along with Mexican Gothic. However, I read them after that video went up. but I would recommend it if you can handle the weird. It is very, very weird, but I mean, weird in the sense that Bram Stoker is a character in the book. I just thoroughly enjoyed it. It was entirely up my alley, and I think the right person would like this. If you like dark, if you like kitschy, quirky things, give it a shot. Okay, Moth and Spark was the next one. I ended up DNFing this one after about 200 pages because some of the writing was very juvenile. And I'm not saying that it read young adults. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, I'm trying to be nice. But it didn't seem like an adult wrote this book. And the descriptions were very juvenile. The dialogue was very juvenile, very standard. I don't really know how to explain that without giving excerpts of the novel itself, and I'm not going to do that. But I ended up not liking it at all and DNFing it. And then we get to The Casual Vacancy. I did not DNF this book, but I did remove it from my TBR. I removed it from my TBR because I decided I just didn't want to read it. I had very little interest in it to begin with. I bought it because I was so obsessed with J.K. Rowling's writing. This was when the book came out, and I was already a huge fan of Harry Potter. And then I found out what the book was about and all of that stuff, and I just lost all interest in it, but I kept it because it was J.K. Rowling. I did unhaul this novel. It is no longer on my TBR. It does not exist on my shelves anymore. And if you guys can hear my dog snoring, it's because he's right here below the camera. And I'm sorry about that. Conqueror's Moon by Julian May. Again, I'm still working on 2 chapters in. We'll see how it goes. I'm enjoying it so far. And then the highest rated books on my TBR. The Help by Catherine Stockett. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I agreed with the ratings on Goodreads. I think that it is a novel that is just fun and endearing and such a joy to read. But I have always been a fan of the movie, and I watch the movie multiple times a year. The humor does hold up in the book. The relationships do hold up in the book. There are minor differences between the book and the movie, but they are minor. And I really enjoyed it. And then we had American Demon. The Return to the Hollows was everything that I could hope for. I thought it was brilliant. Kim Harrison can write urban fantasy like no other, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Her characters are so much fun to read about, and I don't know how anybody doesn't enjoy this series. Again, one of my top favorite series of all time. And then, for the letdown of the year, and I'm sorry to say this because I know so many people who love this novel, but the reasons I was excited about it, I was let down so hard. And that would be Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I had heard that it was a reimagining of the Camelot legends, that it was a tie-in to King Arthur, and how much I wanted that to be true. It was not. Not true in the slightest. It is so loosely based on Arthurian legend that it's not even funny. It read really young. I like young adult for the most part. But there are many of them that I have DNF'd when the writing is too young for me and I can't handle it. And I hate to say, but Legend Born by Tracy Deonn was one of them. And The Nightingale. Probably one of the most beautiful books I have ever read in my life. Made me cry. Ugly crocodile tears. Kristen Hanna writes emotion so well. She is brilliant when it comes to relationships and emotion and just tugging those heartstrings as hard as she can. And I adore Kristen Hanna's writing. So it was no surprise to me that The Nightingale was a 5-star read for me. So did I agree with the Goodreads reading? No, because I thought it was better. American Demon, I thought it was better. But you know, not everything is going to be a 5-star read for everybody. And then the highest rated book on my TBR was The Way of Kings, and we all know I'm doing a Sanderson read-along next year, and so I have pushed that back to the time that I'm actually going to be participating in the read-along with The Way of Kings and the Stormlight Archive. And that wraps up my TBR 10 round 1. I hope that you guys had fun doing this with me. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things if you want to stick around and see me do this again. And let me know what you think about the new setup, because I'm feeling all comfy and I'm not fidgeting as much. And if the camera is moving, that's because my dog is hitting the tripod. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and bye.